What's your favorite movie? Do you remember the first time you saw it? My name is Rebecca Telmer, and I want to talk about a movie for my personal story that is very near and dear to my heart. That movie being Blue Beetle, directed by Angel Manuel Soto, which premiered on August 18th, 2023 to the masses. The movie is loosely based around the character Jaime Reyes from Detective Comics, better known as DC Comics. And when the trailer started to come out for the movie, which is when it kind of caught my attention, very little though, because it was DC related and not Marvel related. And so I would just skip past because I didn't really care for it. Until I started to see commentaries pop up on my feed on TikTok, where this specific one that has stuck with me was where it was this group of like 5 or 6 white Americans, talking about how inaccurate the experiences were, even though the movie was about a Mexican American adult named Jaime Reyes, who just got out of university, trying to get a job and trying to live his life, but they said that they couldn't relate to certain experiences or that they weren't accurate, even though they weren't experiences that they could share. So that caught my attention, specifically because it was titled Let's Talk About Blue Beetle. That was extremely hilarious to me. And so I decided that I wanted to watch the movie, and eventually I did. On September 3rd, 2023, with my mother and brother, we had gone to Cinemark number 22 in Lancaster, right by the Jethawk Stadium, to watch it. And as I was watching the movie, I became enthralled with the character. I found him pretty funny. I found his personality similar to mine in a lot of ways, so I could relate to him on that aspect. And as I was watching the movie, I noticed a lot of different aspects regarding culture that I really related to, and it made me excited to see that my experiences were being captured on the big screen, or experiences like mine were captured on the big screen. Big screen, not big screen, excuse me, on the big screen. Such experiences being hearing certain types of music, or hearing the music in Spanish, and just memories of my childhood flooded back to me as soon as I heard La Chona playing in the movie theater. I also was able to pick up on the Spanish and the slang that was being thrown around through jokes and common conversation between characters. And catching up on some of those jokes and being able to understand them absolutely made my day with what they were saying. And another thing was the food. Obviously, I have gone to eat tacos with my family, which is something that the character Jaime Reyes does with his own family. He specifically gets a Mexican Coke, so that is, if I could, that is my second go-to if they don't have horchata or anything like that. But leaving that movie theater, I became enthralled with the character. I wanted to see more of him. And over the next year, I decided to get comics. And as of now, I have 6 volumes with a 7th on the way and 1 comic issue. I have 2 figures and 2 Funko Pops that are little keychains. I also have 3 shirts regarding the hero, and he's become this major aspect in my life. So whenever I turn to my desk and I see my comics beautifully on display, I smile to myself knowing I have a hero that's like me. A hero that my mother didn't really get to grow up with, but I am blessed enough to grow up with. So my experiences, my culture, my heritage, and it makes me smile to know I have something like that in my life. My name is Rebecca Tovar, and this was my speech regarding my favorite movie, Blue Beetle, and the day I saw it, September 3rd, 2023.